You might wake up one day with your Raspberry Pi 5 giving this kind of error messages, and it simply doesn't boot up, and nothing ever helps in even restarting the device or removing the SD card. Even inserting my SD card into the laptop doesn't give me anything. I cannot see it. Where is it? Where's the data? Where is everything? Why doesn't it work? Looking over the kernel messages, I see a strange error that the card never left the busy state. That's very, very odd. Checking over the system partitions, I just don't see any SD card partition. That means, unfortunately, that the SD card is kaput. It's true, it's gone, it's lost. It's no way of getting it back, unfortunately, but I have a solution in this video. So I will switch to an SSD hard drive for my Raspberry Pi 5. I'm now super excited to present you the ArgonOne V5 case, which contains the M2 NVMe adapter, and I also ordered one Kioxia SSD, which is 1 terabyte and should be supported by this case. Actually, this case contains more than just an NVMe. It's the whole basic block building for the Raspberry Pi 5, which has a couple of interesting features. It has an audio HDMI, it has a heatsink, it has interesting stuff going on. So I just can't wait to open it up and make a review for you in order to see if this product is for you and if it works with this thing. So by using this, I'm hoping to restore the Raspberry Pi. I don't want to use any SD card on my Raspberry Pi 5 because it seems it always crashes. And actually, for the other older Raspberry Pis that I have, I'm using Ubuntu Core, which seems to do the job, but I have an embedded application. So this one, I plan to use it as a desktop. So let's see, let's open the contents and let's get into it. Okay, I'm ready. So I'm going to open the case, which actually has one particular seal right here, and I want to remove it. Come on, remove. It's helpful if you have nails. Okay, I could open this and let's see what we have inside. Ooh, here the box is empty. I'll put it aside. And we have ArgonOne V5, which is the instruction manual. I will need this because I need to get the board installed inside. Okay, and let's see what beauty we have in here. Ooh, it's actually looking pretty good, I would say. So I think this is the Raspberry Pi, which will expose the SD card. Okay, we have the USB thingies. We have, so practically the Raspberry Pi will stay like this. So it will expose the LAN and the USB ports. Okay. Nice, and on the sides we don't have anything much. We have, I think this is for the heat dissipation, and I don't know what are these used for. Are these some buttons? I think you will need to remove this. And we have also a nice logo here. And I think in some versions, or it may be acquired separately, you can have a sort of a display with the temperatures. Okay. Now, let's see. Whoa. Looks pretty solid, and also the construction seems very, very solid. I think I don't know if yeah, I see the components right here. They are in a box, in a bag actually, and then we will need to somehow get to it. I don't know exactly how. I think first I need to unscrew these things, and then we shall see how to get to this part. And to this thing, this is like a more of a south bridge. So actually I think you need to, okay, take the board out and just include them here, then screw it and it will stay in place. And this is the button for starting the device. And yeah, looks pretty interesting. But let's head out to the instructions. Okay, so I had a brief look over the instructions. It shouldn't be that hard. Basically, in the beginning, we will need to just connect this to the Raspberry Pi, and then we will need to get the contents from here. And actually, it's pretty easy. You just lift this up, and here there's a magnet somewhere. There's a magnet here which will keep it a little bit bound, but actually we have the contents ready. And yeah, we will have, I think, one particular issue is that my NVMe, maybe it's not going to fit in here because they didn't state the dimensions. But that would be no problem. I think I will use it for something else. But actually, let's see what's in here. I think this is the fan for the Raspberry Pi, and I think this is going to power up the. I think this is going to power up the fan or this thing. I don't know exactly, but we will see. And before we proceed, let me take the Raspberry Pi down. So the original case looks like this, and practically I will not use the case anymore. And I have to properly unplug this. Yep. And I will get out my Raspberry Pi. So this is the Raspberry Pi board. The old casing will stay aside. We will not need it. And let's head out for the instructions. So what the instructions say first is that you need to take the Raspberry Pi and just connect it to the south bridge right here. This is what we will do. We will take this and connect it. It will be like Zap Online. Is it going to be enough like this? Hope so. Yeah, hope it's going to be enough. I think now it's properly in place. Then, so they say to remove something transparent. Make sure to remove the transparent backing on both sides of the thermal pads. I think it's on the Raspberry Pi. Okay. But I did that already, so. Okay. Then we will need to route the PWM cable, fan cable, and the NVMe connected to the guide post at the rear of the ArgonOne V5 case, as instructed in that particular image. So in this image, the reroute, I'm not exactly sure what they mean, but we will see. So basically, I think they want to say that I don't know what they want to say. Maybe this will go here. And they want to say that you need to reroute this wiring. Okay. Yeah, I think it makes sense now. So this one will be powering up the Raspberry Pi fan, and that one will be for the NVMe. So this cable, I'll put it like this, and this. And this. Okay. So I think this one goes here. That would be the point. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it this way. And what do they say? Next. So we rerouted this whole thing. Now they say that we need to use some screws. Okay. So you see the image here. The whole case will go like this. And we place the Raspberry Pi and the stuff. Take the Raspberry Pi. And first, let's plug in the Raspberry Pi's fan. I hope this is the position. Or not. Do not force them. So be careful. These seem to be very, very sensitive. And if you screw them up, then I don't think you're going to make it to the end. You see? Yeah, they didn't make it too long, so in order to fit inside the case, maybe if I try this way, still a little bit tricky. Yeah, I think this is the position. It helps if you have little fingers. Okay, really helps. Is it in place? I think I need to secure it furthermore. Well, I think it's enough. And then the other cable, the power cable. Okay. Come on. Like this. It should be here. As you can see. Come on, puck. It did the puck. The tuck puck. And the whole thing now should be placed somehow, if you can, because of this wire. I think I did a mistake. Somehow I did a mistake, I think. Let me take them down. It's because they don't fit anymore. So this one has to go. This one is more clear, but I don't know exactly about the fan cable. So this one should certainly go like this. Otherwise, there's no point. You see? Okay, and just have it over this thing here, and it should go as much as it can. It should go like down here in order to not to obstruct the ports of the Raspberry Pi. And then this little cable which powers on the Raspberry Pi's fan, I think no, not. What do they say? Should be somehow. Should be around here. But I don't know if you can fit in. No, I don't think so. No, I think it's okay if it stays like somewhere in this place. I don't think you can do much about it anyway, so let's proceed. This one will go right here, and that one right there. Oh, so let's plug in the fan. This one is very hard to do. Okay. Okay, and now we are going to plug in the NVMe power. Coolio. And we should be able to put the whole thingy, place it right here somehow. You see the cable doesn't stay and doesn't allow me to push it to the end. I have to adjust the cable position. Let me try to use these scissors. Okay, somehow it's okay, but they don't go there properly. Come on, come on. I don't like the way it sits. Yeah, I think now. Come on. Very hard to align them because they have this tendency to come back. You see? Come on. Ah, come on, bastard cables. Something doesn't fit in. Something is off. Okay, I think now it's aligned. Yeah. Or not? Oh my, I think I have a problem. Oh crap. There's one problem that I have because the board has some passive cooler and simply doesn't yeah, you just oh my, that's bad. You see, I have this passive cooling here. I don't know if I can get it down. Oh my shit. Oh my. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, after a couple of twists, I managed to remove this passive cooling from the chip itself. Actually, in the instructions, it's said that you need to place some thermal pads, and we need to do it right away. Uh, they should be into this magnificent bag. Let's find them. Oop. Nope, they're not here. Strange. I don't know what this is for. Or this. Thermal pads. Does it refer to this thing? Or this thing? Actually, it's four of them, so it's this thing. I don't know what this is for. Okay, so one will go to the processor. One will go here. One will go to this chip. Let's remove it from the, oop, they're very small. So one goes here. Okay. Take the other two. One goes to the main chip where I had my passive cooling previously. And I think you can, yeah, do something like this to cover the whole chip. Yeah, and let's also place the last one. This one goes away. Okay, good. Now, back in action. We will need to place the fan. Again, I'm getting really good at it. Okay, it's properly placed. Now let's get the NVMe power thingy. Then let's make sure the wires are properly aligned. Smooth. Yeah. Now that's a different story altogether. You see? It's a different story. Much different. Much different. Yeah, so it fits very well. But I need to use the screws to place it. I hope these cables, they don't obstruct in any way. Just this cable, you see, it obstructs a little bit the Ethernet. I guess it's fine. I don't think it really matters that much. And it really exposes the Raspberry Pi's GP pins and stuff pretty nicely. Also these are some camera ports, I think. Also this UART thing, RTC whatever. Yeah, cool stuff. Yeah, let's secure them in place. So the assembly instructions say that we should use 4 screws and secure it in place. So let's do that. But I think I need to find my screwdriver, if I can find it. Okay, found myself the screwdriver, and let's take 3 screws to screw it. Yeah. Where does it need to go? The first one needs to go here. So this will secure the Raspberry Pi. No, don't go out. Don't go out, please. Okay. Then, actually 4 screws, not 3. The other one will go here. Okay. Then there will be one which will go right there. Oh shit, some are longer, some are not. I think you need the short ones. The short ones will do. So one here and another one here, near the audio port. So take a short screw. I hope I'm right. Okay, these seem to be longer, so the longer ones will be for the later stage. And this one goes right here in this little little hole. This one is more skittish. Come on, dude. Okay, show you the screwing process. Cool, now I suppose it stays quite firm in place. And there's one stage which is saying that we can connect. Okay, so for this we will use this expansion, no, this connection cable. So this is for the PCI Express, but this comes in this stage. So just a second. Now it's time to open the NVMe hard drive. Let's unwrap. Let's unwrap it and let's see what we have here. A beauty, isn't it a beauty? That's a beautiful, magnificent drive. But it's so small, yeah. Very, very small. It's incredible how small the devices are nowadays. I think this label, we should leave it as it is. Then the thing is that here we should install it like this, but this is why we need the blue thermal thing for. This is where this blue thing comes in. Practically, the case also supports a module which you can attach two hard drives to it. So this one supports only one. I don't see the need of another one. So I'm pretty happy as it is. First, you install the drive, and then you add the blue thermal pad. That's the way it goes, man. So first, before installing, we need to unscrew this. We take the hard drive. Yeah. Does it need anything special? I don't think so. Okay, it make click, and then we place the screw back into this position. And don't forget to get the blue thermal pad, which I have right here. It's very, very important. So take the plastic things. It has plastic on both sides. Place it over the SD drive, SSD drive, yeah, actually. And don't forget to take out the plastic thing. This one is a little bit more tricky, but should be done. I'm using my nails now. Okay, should look good. Perfect. Now we are at the stage when I think this one, I don't remember, but it doesn't say anything about it. I don't want to touch too much. I think this will go here. Yeah, I don't want to feel the to make the thermal pad dirty in any way. So the next step would be to install this communication cable for the PCI Express thing. And let's do this. So I think on the Raspberry Pi you should use I don't know exactly. How can I lift this up? I don't know if it's going to work if you just plug it in like that. You have to secure it somehow. I don't know how to unsecure it. You shouldn't force it by any way. Don't force it. Okay. Mm, how can I take this up? Maybe I need to like this. So use something to lift this. Okay. Now is up. And also the same thing you should do here. Here it seems to be easier. On the other side. Okay. Take the cable. Take this thing. Now it should go smoothly inside. In both parts. Okay. Then it's time to put this back to secure the connection. Now if you check it, if you, oh, no, it's okay. No, I thought that it went out, but you should just a little bit try to pluck them out to see if they are secure in place. In my case, they seem to be fine. Just one more thing. I think you need to use one. I need to use one finger here because, okay. Now it did the click. So wait for that click to feel that click. Okay, this one will be a little bit flimsy. I suppose it's okay. All right, so until now I think we got all the things in place until this moment. So the next part, we already connected the fan. Okay. We need to screw everything with the bigger screws, right? Yeah, this part. And we can also cover the SD adapter, the SD card. But first, let's basically get some bigger screws and just secure this part of the casing. Start from one corner, get another screw, and you can go to the other corner as a technique. Okay. Then I'm going to do this corner, secure it. Okay. And for the last corner, this is okay. Take a long screw from the bag, which has been supplied with the case. Yeah, it's okay, I would say. And I also want to add this for the SD card because I will not use it any longer. I'm going to add this as well. And it already has a small screw in there, but I cannot screw with it. My screwdriver is too big for that one, but that's fine. That's fine for now. I will search for another screw later. Let's not waste too much time. Let's see what's next. So it says connect the supplementer for the NVMe. We already did it. And also for the fan, connect the OLED module. So this is for this module. If you have it, you can connect this module with the OLED display. And anything interesting, Zigbee module. If you have any Zigbee module, you can connect it here, I think. Zigbee port, yeah, this. If you have it. I don't have it. I don't know if I will use it for now. Yeah, most of the things have been completed. The final act of this would be to add the final part. And we also have the screws. We will need big screws, long screws. Or short, I don't know. It already stopped. And I don't have any long screws. Let's try a short one. Yeah, let me move this one and place a short one. Come on, come on. Yeah, and this is it, folks. I have managed to assemble it. There's one screw which is a little bit loose. Let's tighten him up. Yeah. Actually, it feels very well and it seems like a premium design to me. I'm curious if my Raspberry works now, if it starts up or whatever it happens. So stay with me. I'm going to do one test. Okay, folks, this is the moment of truth. Will my One V5 from Argon containing my Raspberry Pi 5 work from the first try after I assemble it? Let's check it out. So, on the back we have the adapter, the power adapter. And somewhere here I should also be able to find my original Raspberry Pi power supply, which is, I think, this one. Yeah, it contains the Raspberry Pi symbol. And I should also be able to connect directly to the HDMI. Okay, let's try. So I'm going to power in the device, and I'm also going to connect the HDMI. Ooh, look at this. Failed to open partition 1, NVMe off. That means that my Raspberry Pi configuration is complete. So I just need to install Raspberry Pi somehow. But this is a subject for a later video. So hopefully you learned something new from this video. I showed you how to assemble the One V5 from Argon casing for Raspberry Pi 5. As you can see, it's working. So the Raspberry Pi booted up. I have signal. I can see on my display. It will be high time to install the operating system. I'm going to install Ubuntu with Cinnamon on it, but this is a subject for a later video. So if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe, and thank you very much for being part of my community where I do retro gaming and embedded systems. Thank you very much for watching and wish you all the best.